The Epstein thing is crazy because it's probably we've heard about it since 2008, and then more recently in like the mid-teens, no pun intended. Um, but it's more than smoke at this point, right? It's like we are realizing that quite possibly the world is run, all parts of the world are run by the worst kind of people, and they're everywhere, and they like hang together, and um it's crazy to come to this realization that that might be like legitimately what's happening, and it has ripple effects down through everything that we care about.
I think.
I mean,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Sid. No, no,
Okay.
go ahead.
I think it's also important to probably caveat this whole conversation with the whole saying David Icke was right thing. It's a bit satirical. There are plenty of things that he's said over the 20 years that are like I have no knowledge on, so can't really comment. But obviously, I don't just outright believe everything he's ever said. It's just I just found the parallel of the cabal. It's all about the cabal, isn't it? Really, that are running the world. Like that's what we say when we're really saying David Icke was right. Like that's kind of what we're pointing at. Greer said it as well. He said like the whole world's ran by this strange corporation, like that's just it's just tied to the petrodollar and technology suppression and stuff. Like it's all kind of in the same ballpark. We're not really saying that the royal family are lizards yet. Nothing's impossible.
Yeah, well, at this stage, I'm willing to. Literally, at this point, I'm open to anything. I am out of. I am for the first time completely dumbstruck by just the fucking depths of darkness that I am reading about these people, and
Yeah, dude.
and I'm like a robot in a Star Trek episode, having like a robot paradox where like sparks are shooting out of my head. I can't compute, and it's hard for me to think about like how to keep all of these things in my head at the same time because any rational, well-adjusted person, anybody who is wakes up every day and tries to do the right thing, who really looks at this and realizes what these people were up to and how fucking everywhere they are. I mean, we're talking about everybody from Noam Chomsky to Bill Clinton to Trump to Bill
Deepak
Gates,
Chopra.
fucking Deepak Chopra. What? All of these people, Elon Musk, everybody, and not just a little evil. Like I just found out about the muriatic acid thing today. Did you know about this?
Yep.
I didn't know about this until late last night. And I watched this and I was like, this fucking guy. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's like you have to, if you're a rational, well-adjusted person, you want to go, okay, how do we fix this? And I don't see a way to fix it. And that's really weird. You have to burn the whole world down. Right? Hey, you know what? Sometimes I like to watch movies to distract myself from how crazy the world is. And I think this week I'm going to watch Boondock Saints. I think everybody should watch that movie. It's really good. It's a good 90s flick. It'll take you back. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, man. And I had that part of the reason I wanted to like talk about any of this stuff today was just because I have no place to put it anymore. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Do you feel like the realization of this is slowly creeping into all of society? Like I feel like we're kind of all realizing this at the same time, that this is a legitimate problem. Like we all are kind of feeling it. I feel like both
It's
sides,
like waking up
all walks of life. Yeah.
It's like waking up in a nightmare and realizing everyone around you is a fucking demon. You know what I mean? Like not everyone, obviously. And I'm not saying, and Xander made a great point a second ago, and I need to like boost this point. Like we're not saying David Icke is right about everything. Obviously, like we're not like journalists here trying to like crack the case.
That's what Xander said. He said everything about what he said. Everything.
Everything is
precisely what I said.
It's
Church of Icke.
It's fun and it's commentary, but yeah. It's everybody. And how do you get control of that? Like, what would you do? Vote them all out of office. Okay, well, who do you vote into office? Another group of psychopaths and sociopaths. And then once they're there, what do? go after the other team and I want to arrest everybody. Okay, well, isn't that what they're trying to do to us right now? Like, when does it stop? You know, what do you, I don't know.
Yeah, Pam Bondi, the head of this whole Department of
I saw
Justice,
this.
she first of all, yeah, she said that if you prosecute everyone involved, the system will collapse. And here's all of society being like, hell yeah, let's do that. Like, let's do that thing you just
let's
said.
just burn it down and start
Yes.
I don't want to be in this system.
Yes. Let's I want off of this fucking ride because it sucks. You guys suck. Like, let's burn it to the ground. And like her point was exactly like, yes, let's do that thing. And then, you know, she was in a hearing yesterday and she's being grilled about this stuff. Can't even pay attention to all the survivors that are standing behind her. And she brings up how well the Dow and how well like the stock market is doing. And it's like, we have to care about more than money, people. We have to care about more than money. And still missing that point.
We live in a bizarro world. It's not. I don't think the human psyche is meant to absorb this much shit all at one time. I don't think it's possible. And I remember like there was a period pre-social media. I guess all the same stuff happened, but it was like you weren't exposed to it, so you just had to go about your business. But now, knowing what you know, how do you unknow it? How are there not 30 million people rioting right now
Exactly.
across the country? Like,
Great
how
question.
are there? How did anyone go to work this week? And I know the answer. It's because we're all broke and everybody needs to, like no one has. There's a guy who was calling it the kill line. He said it's called the kill line. It's when you're in a video game and you're just about to die. You've got like one hit left. That's where most Americans are, and they've got us under this like weird situation where the economy is awful. There's nowhere to go. We're all afraid of losing our jobs to AI. Everyone's at the top is a lizard person, and they're crazy, and they're cannibals. They're literally eating people. But for people who aren't following this, if you're not following this, you need to pay attention. You need to. I got so sick in my kitchen, I almost blacked out reading the fucking list of shit that these people were up to. But it definitely includes eating human beings, and that's not even the worst of it.
Well, the worst of it we've not been exposed to yet, really, have we?
Yeah, this is the stuff that we're allowed to see. There's still, apparently over 3 million files that are still not being released.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's in there? If we're hearing now about like jerky being made and like out of people, I mean, I know this sounds insanity, but like there was a paper trail for this stuff. There's emails discussing these things.
Tell people what the jerky thing is for people who don't know what the jerky thing is.
Yeah, I don't know this.
It's hard. It's kind of hard to piece together, but there's a lot of references to jerky and like very specific references to jerky in these emails mentioned hundreds of times, and how important it is that Jeffrey needs his jerky and that he's thinking about going back to real food for a bit. So we might not need as much jerky, but there's always discussions of like, get it from this certain freezer, make sure this person brings it because we're running low. And if you go to like the FBI website and look up like slang terms for human meat, or like they call it jerky. So it's at least being alluded to heavily that there was some kind of cannibal aspect possibly to the whole Epstein thing, whether just him or others, but obviously someone has to make it for him. So it's getting,
and it's a lot of fucking jerky, dude.
So like, much, like
thousands of times this is mentioned. It's not like, no, how many Slim Jims have you had in your life?
4. I mean,
right.
Not many.
Right? Know? Like, yeah, like how much jerky has any human being ever really purchased and consumed? And how many times has it been so important to you that you've sent an email about it?
Yeah.
Like,
and like,
what the fuck?
And had someone travel with it to me, like bring me that jerky that I love, and have people come to your house. And there's emails about like really concerning emails about him running low, and someone being like, you got to tell me before we get to this point when the jerky's getting low. You have to tell me before we get to this point so I can make sure there's enough being made. And it's like, why are you guys talking about this so much?
I have to ask, is this real?
Yes. I mean, this is in the emails. Now,
these are really in the emails. They're not some crazy chain somebody made.
You can go to the site now. You can look
Okay.
at the files and look up, like, use the magnifier and look up keyword jerky. It's hundreds or thousands of times it's mentioned. Now, it could be that he loves beef jerky. That is a weird possibility. But with the franticness and the seriousness they talk about it, it's so weird how often they talk about it, and with such emphasis on how it's stored and how it's transported.
That's
It's fucking weird.
terrifying.
He put in an order for 2,500 gallons of acid to be delivered to one of his island compound,
Yes.
which is for dissolving bodies.
The day after it was found out that he was being investigated. Right?
He was dissolving bodies. Like, yeah, the day after he found out he was going to be indicted.
Just
he
like
was
emptying the
investigated.
fridge, putting it in.
And
Yes.
this is what the drug cartels do.
God.
They literally will take people and they'll dump them in a 55-gallon drum. They'll cut them up into bits and pieces. They'll put them in a drum and they'll fill it up with acid, and they just put it outside, and you turn into goo, and they can't identify you. Like, it's just whatever. That's what he was doing. So
I know we're a little bit early, but this might be the doomiest we've
this
ever
is
been.
doomiest.
We got to
This is
talk
good.
about
This is
it.
horrific.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
global.
yes.
It's a global problem. Like, there's
Like,
other guys like Epstein in Europe. Like, this is
Like, UFOs are huge, right? We all agree UFOs are the biggest not conspiracy, but the biggest thing ever, right? When it turns out to be proven to everybody, it will be the biggest moment of all time. But the second biggest thing that could ever possibly happen is you find out all of the people running the world are demons that eat flesh, like literally are eating people. And even if they're not, they're participating in a sex trafficking ring that is abusing children. So, like, even at your lowest level of tolerance of how weird you're willing to let this thing be for you, like, there is no point where this is acceptable at all. And any company that found out one of their executive staff had been doing shit like this would terminate that person immediately. They wouldn't even have time to clear out their fucking desk. They'd be gone. Anywhere else in the world, you would be held accountable to such a high standard. These people are beyond that. We found out that they live in a world like fucking swordfish. They live in a transnational sort of cloud city world where they can go to a private island and literally fucking eat human flesh, and no one will stop them, because who's going to fucking come stop them? Jeffrey Epstein is flying around the world like the president of the United States. He's meeting with anyone and everyone. He is operating at the level of a head of state. Even senators and congresspeople can't get meetings that this guy would get. And so you have to ask yourself, like, what the fuck is going on with our world? And one of the things that David Icke used to say and says, and one of the aspects of what he says that I think has turned out to be right, depending on how you look at it, is that we do live in some kind of fucked up, weird, fake reality world matrix that is pulled over our eyes to sort of dazzle us with entertainment and silly shit and podcasts and wrestling and football. But behind the scenes, that's what these fucking demon people are up to.
Matthew Brown.
Yeah.
Matthew Brown said this kind of stuff. This is kind of the stuff he was talking. Well, I mean, not specifically this, but that we don't really know what reality really is. We have no idea what is really happening behind the scenes. I think this is the kind of stuff that people like him are referring to.
I don't want to push any weird conspiracies, because this is just a strange observation, but you'd think if even half of this or 5% of this is legit, as in like true on any level, Epstein would have had some sort of, we all know he didn't kill himself at the end of the day, so I'm willing to like bet money on that. But somebody like that, you'd think with that much knowledge, would have a safety in place to make sure he wasn't killed, as in like there would be a kills, like a dead man switch for somebody like that. And yet we didn't see anything like that. He just kind of disappeared. And I know it sort of speculates the idea that, you know, the only reason a dead man switch wasn't triggered is because he isn't a dead man. Potentially.
you make a really important point, and this is something that
Sorry.
He's
think
done it.
about this.
He's done it.
Think about the fucking volume of shit that's happened. Think about this. Just a few months ago, only a few months ago, there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. You know, like a presidential assassination attempt is world news. It used to be.
A few months ago?
Remember? When was he shot in the ear? How long ago was this?
Oh, that was a while. I mean, okay. I thought you meant like another one.
But no, not like another one, but that one. I mean, that used
year and a half.
It would have been if that had happened in 1994 to George Bush, the world would have stopped and it would have arrested everyone's attention for a month, and it would have been like, who was the shooter? We have to, we're going to investigate and turn over every stone until we figure out what this was. We had none of that. That happened. There was a photo taken. This guy's ear looks fine. Here we are. Like, I'm talking about the economy has collapsed since then. We have snatched and kidnapped the sitting president of another country straight out of his fucking bedroom. We used some kind of weird discombobulators, super secret soldier weapons on these people. There's the whole UFO thing unraveling in the background. We got the pedophile cult. Like, dude, it's every 5 seconds now. There is like another thing. And now they want to hit us with disclosure. I think for the people who are like, let's talk about UFOs in the chat. I don't know if we could handle disclosure now. If they dropped it on us now, I don't even know if, like, how do you even fit that into your worldview? It's like, oh, the pedophile demon cult runs the world and there are aliens here too. Now am I supposed to get up and go to work? But what are we supposed to do after that?